Hi everyone, this is our Mercado Libre analysis. We're going to first start with the ETL, extract, transform, load. After loading all the original SQL dataset into our AWS relational database, the first step was to understand the ER diagram of our dataset. Then the next step was to clean and prepare the data. Some tables, like the marketing qualified leads, the ML orders dataset, and the ML product category name, had generic columns as C1, C2. These were replaced by setting the first row as header to make the data easier to interpret and use. Additionally, we create a T-table with orders table, added a status column to categorize orders based on their delivery state. Orders marked as delivered or shipped were classified as complete, while all others were marked as incomplete. For the items table, products ID were linked to a Portuguese category name and then translated into an English by a join. Finally, for the marketing dataset, we standardized the origin column by assigning unknown to null and entry label as other. At the end, we joined multiple labels to incorporate additional details such as payment data, geolocation, and customer demographics. This prepared the dataset for analysis and visualization. For visualization, we used Python to create geolocation maps and Amazon QuickSight for the other insights. Now we're going to go for some assumptions.
So before we get into the analysis, we have to state some of our assumptions, thus our logic that we use to generate the analysis. So the first thing is that we are going to assume that if an order got shipped or got delivered to the customer, that the order was completed. The next assumption that we are going to do is that our revenue analysis is based off of the orders payment table. By doing this, it is assumed that if an order has a payment value associated with it, then a transaction has occurred, thus increasing our revenue. Now, the next thing is that this data set has a lot of null values. It's almost like a plague. For example, there are some orders that got completed, but there is no product associated with it or freight value, but there is a price. Sometimes the opposite occurred. There was a product shipped out, but no customer or order linked to it. This is to be expected since Mercado Libre acts as a middleman, linking the customer to the seller. These null values occurred in our data set for two possible reasons. The first possible explanation is that the data got corrupted when it was sent to us, or the seller forgot to fill in every detail before sending it to us. This would explain the above phenomenon. That being said, we provided an analysis on the information that was completely filled out, just keeping in mind that the vast majority of the data set is incomplete. So now we'll get into our analysis.
So when it comes to marketing, our marketing channels are organic search, like Google searching for a product, paid search, like sponsored ads on Google search engines, social media, direct traffic, like direct access to our website via a link, email, referral, and display, visually stunning ads found online, and unspecified, such as these are marketing channels that could be any of the above or things that are listed here. So our top three marketing channels are organic search, paid search, unspecified, and these account for 66% of our marketing leads, with organic search accounting for like 29% of our marketing leads.
And now let's take a look at some operational insights. Starting with payment methods, credit cards are the most used, accounting for about 74% of transactions. This reflects their convenience and highlights the need to ensure smooth credit card payment process. Next, delivery speed is a crucial factor. Faster delivery boosts orders, revenue, and customer retention. You see, customers value saved time. So while slower delivery can drive them to seek alternative, stressing the need for efficient logistics. And when it comes to reviews by state, we found that about 7,202 users rated us with an average score of 4.1 out of 5. Positive reviews dominate, with 4 and 5-star ratings making up 77%. This feedback strengthens customers' trust and highlights overall satisfaction. And when it comes to review trends by product category, this chart shows us the average review scores of different product categories. Most categories maintain strong ratings with averages between 4 and 5 once again. Notably, higher review scores are observed in categories like construction tools, electronics, or musical instruments, suggesting strong customer satisfaction in these areas. Overall, the total review score stands at 4.1, reflecting consistent positive feedback across the platform. And from this, we can conclude that there is a relationship between the number of reviews and the average review score. And now let us take a look at some sales.
Speaking about reviews, just before we get into sales performance, we wanted to see if there's a relationship between the positive reviews we get of the expensive furniture. However, we found there's no positive relationship since as the furniture gets more expensive, the customer tends to be a bit more critical with the quality expected of each product. So when it comes to the reach that we have in the country, we can see that we reach every single state in Brazil. However, most of our sales, 87% to be more specific, come from the three biggest and richest ones, which are Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Minas Gerais. If we want to see about our product categories that are our top performers, our best sellers, we can see that our top performer is bath and table, followed by telephony, and in a third place, furniture and decor. That's really close as well with sports leisure. If we go into the revenue analysis, we do it quarterly first so that we can be more specific afterwards. We may consider the end of the fiscal year 2017 a success since we had a constant growth. Now, if we go into more specifics, in the monthly revenue analysis, we can see that our peak months are October and November, since this clashes with two situations, or we hypothesize this is the way it goes. The beginning of the holiday season and events or promotion deals like Black Friday or Cyber Monday that happen within this time span, it really skyrockets our sales, and afterwards it's a very constant and stable trend. So now we can move on into the recommendations.
Our recommendations with regard to our sales are to focus on the top selling products like electronic and the small home appliances. As we can see that they account for 35% and 20% respectively with regards to sales. So we can increase the inventory for these categories, and we can also do this by developing the bundle offers to upsell other related products like accessories or electronics. Next, on operations front, we can focus on optimizing the delivery speed to drive higher revenue. As we can see that orders delivered within 2 days are like generate 30% more revenue. We can do this by considering offering more than two selling items and focusing on increasing the product base. And we can also focus on predictive analytics to pre-stock inventory near the high demand regions and seasons. Lastly, with regards to marketing, we can scale up the social media campaigns, which account for 40% of the total leads, and email marketing as well. We can do this by increasing the advertising budget for TikTok and Instagram and other social media platforms. And we can also focus on segmenting the audience in email marketing by sending personalized messages to boost engagement.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.